My name is Michelle, and I'm a 30-year-old office worker. I recently got engaged to my coworker, David. I was already thrilled that he would date and remarkable me, but his proposal made me the happiest I've ever been. David is my first boyfriend, and he means everything to me. I immediately shared the news of my engagement with my best friend, Ashley. Ashley is my only friend, so I told her right away. Ashley is always by my side. To someone like me with no friends, she was always kind and supportive. Ashley was genuinely happy for me, and she made a suggestion. She asked if I could help her get a contract job at my company. Ashley has a lovable personality but struggles to find stable work. Wanting to help my only friend, I negotiated with my company to see if she could join as a contractor. It seemed like they were just hiring, so Ashley got a job at the company. Since Ashley joined the company, David has been acting awkwardly. He used to help with wedding preparations, but recently he seems annoyed by it. He doesn't seem excited about the wedding itself anymore. David, are you okay lately? Should we postpone the wedding?
No, we're getting married. It's fine.
Okay. David insists we're getting married, but he doesn't seem to have the attitude of someone who wants to get married. I was worried. One day, when I arrived at the office, I saw a crowd of people. There was a paper posted that said, David promoted to group leader. David looked happy, and beside him, smiling, was Ashley. Ashley looked like she was his girlfriend.
Isn't David amazing? It's all thanks to my support.
It's all because of Ashley.
They were having this strange conversation. Let's have a promotion party when we get home today. Though I found it odd, I told David and left the scene. When I was waiting for David at home, he called me to come over to Ashley's place.
Oh, you came. Break off our engagement.
What did you say?
Ashley is pregnant with my child. So, I'm not marrying you. I'm marrying Ashley.
Wait a minute. Do you realize how crazy that sounds?
Do you realize how crazy you sound? Of course, if there's a child involved, that's the priority. And you're infertile, aren't you?
What? What are you talking about?
I know. At the recent bridal checkup, the test results showed you were infertile, didn't they?
About that. It's...
Anyway, I need someone like Ashley who can have children rather than an infertile woman. My mom has always wanted grandchildren.
I know that.
And you don't have parents. It's obvious my mom would oppose someone like you.
This is unbelievable.
Good thing this happened before the wedding.
Wait a minute.
Michelle, I'm sorry it turned out this way. I didn't mean to betray you, but sometimes timing and love can't be helped.
You. Since when?
Well, that doesn't matter. The engagement is off. We'll be living in the apartment, so you need to leave.
Fine. I won't ask for any compensation. I don't care anymore. But you better pay for canceling the wedding.
No need to cancel. Since Ashley is pregnant, we need to have the wedding soon. We'll be using that venue for our wedding.
I see. Do as you like. I left the house in disbelief. Just as I was packing my things to leave the house, I got a call from Ashley.
Sorry for taking your first boyfriend. But there's no way I'd let you get married before me. So, I'm taking your boyfriend.
I didn't reply. At that moment, I swore revenge on both of them. After leaving the house, I headed to the office. With my parents having passed away early, I had no place to go. So, I thought about negotiating with my boss, Kevin, to let me stay at the office for a while. Kevin had a reputation for being strict and a bit scary. But in situations like this, I couldn't afford to be scared. Since the company had a break room, I had some hope. When I arrived at the office with my belongings, Kevin looked quite surprised.
What's going on?
I'm sorry, Kevin. I need to talk to you. Then, Kevin made coffee and listened to me. I was engaged to David and living with him, but he cheated on me with Ashley, the contractor. I was kicked out of the house. I know it's a big ask, but could I stay in the break room for just 1 week?
That's a lot of information. First, I can't allow you to use the break room. However, given the circumstances, I have a suggestion. I'll discuss that later. But first, tell me more about their affair.
I don't know all the details. I just know they were cheating, and I don't know since when.
Well, I know more than you then.
What? You knew?
Yeah, I go to the rooftop to take breaks and often saw them getting cozy. It was quite a nuisance as it took over my break spot. I knew you were engaged, so I wondered what was going on. I also heard Ashley was your best friend. How did it come to this?
I couldn't help but laugh.
What is it?
Well, I always thought of you as strict and uptight, Kevin. I never expected you to take me seriously like this. You usually leave right after necessary conversations, so I didn't think you were someone I could talk to like this. It makes me feel a bit more at ease.
I'm glad to hear that. By the way, did you notice anything unusual?
Actually, yes. Since I got engaged and Ashley started working at the company, David has been acting awkwardly. But this isn't new. Whenever Ashley gets involved with people around me, they all end up leaving me.
That makes sense. You're a good person, and she's using that to manipulate you. Even this time, it's not that she needed David. She just wanted to take him from you.
Is that so? Since she was my only friend, I was prepared to tolerate a certain level of things. But now that you mention it, she has always used me. Even though she's a contractor and I've been here much longer, she always treated me like her errand runner. I should have noticed it from those signs.
It's one of your good qualities, but also a weakness. Well, I think you're already hurt enough, so I won't say more.
Kevin said with a smile. You smile, Kevin.
I do. Is that strange?
No, I'm just surprised because it's the first time I've seen you smile. You look nice when you smile.
You're something else. Anyway, I have a spare apartment that was supposed to be for my sister, so you can stay there.
What? No, I can't accept that. It's too much.
I said you couldn't use the break room, right? So you should take this offer.
That's true. Okay, thank you. How long can I stay? If your sister is supposed to live there, I should leave soon, right?
No, my sister has other places she can stay, so you can have it. But there's a catch. My apartment is next door.
What? At that moment, I felt less afraid of Kevin than before, so being next door didn't seem like a big deal. All right, thank you.
Is that all your stuff?
Yes. I wanted to bring my appliances, but it's too much trouble, so I'll leave them.
Don't worry, the apartment is furnished with everything you need.
Thank you for everything.
Anything for you, Michelle?
What did you say?
Nothing. Let me show you the place.
With that, Kevin drove me to the apartment. The move didn't involve much, but Kevin explained the house and assisted with some of the moving tasks. After that, Kevin helped me with everything. Why is he being so kind to me? I wondered, but decided to accept his kindness graciously. I had always been concerned about others and never paid attention to myself. Now that I had some time alone, I started paying attention to my appearance and interacting more with my colleagues. As a result, people's opinions of me began to change. I used to be Michelle, the quiet one no one understood, but now everyone accepted the more polished version of me. The only one who seemed unhappy about it was Ashley.
You're getting too full of yourself lately. You only have me as a friend, so what's with the attitude?
I used to think so, but it seems I can make other friends. Now, I enjoy and feel happy at work.
You're such an odd one. Despite losing your fiancé and being betrayed by your best friend, you still stick around the office. You're crazy. Don't resent me for having financial stability and expecting a baby.
Financial stability? What are you talking about?
Well, David got promoted.
Oh, that.
Why are you laughing?
Because it's funny. Promotion? What are you talking about? By the way, whose child is that?
What?
Not knowing anything must be tough. Have you seen David today?
What do you mean?
Aren't you marrying David? And you don't know anything?
What are you talking about? Wait, you're just trying to trick me and break us up. Too bad, we won't break up. We have a child. You can just stand by and watch your ex-fiancé climb the corporate ladder. I came to this company at your request to steal David. He was simple and easy. Just pretending to trip and hugging him was enough to win him over. Why are men so stupid?
I see. Keep talking all you want. Look, he's finally here.
What are you talking about?
Look at the manager's office. David just came out.
What? What's going on?
You probably saw the company email. David is being transferred to a regional office and demoted to a regular employee, and I'll be taking his position.
What?
Ashley hurriedly ran over to David. She must have heard the truth. She looked devastated. As I watched them and laughed, I noticed Kevin was standing next to me.
Mission accomplished.
He was smiling. What does that mean? As I was thinking, David came over.
Hey, is this your fault? This is your fault, isn't it? You got cheated on because you're boring and have no charm. You were dumped because of that. So holding a grudge is ridiculous.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
Shut up.
Violence again? You were always like this. Whenever something didn't go your way, you took it out on me or things around you. Are you going to hit me again?
Shut up. Don't mess with me.
David tried to hit me, but Kevin stopped him.
What do you think you're doing? Hitting a woman? You didn't get promoted because of your own actions. You should be grateful you were only demoted and transferred. It seems like that promotion was given by a manager who didn't really know you, just based on appearances. But the truth is, you're a terrible employee. You took credit for your subordinates' achievements and blamed them for your mistakes. Someone like that can't be promoted.
Then why does she get promoted? She's inefficient, has no charm, and doesn't interact with other employees.
Haven't you noticed Michelle recently? She's become very valuable to the company. There are people who specifically request her for tasks. Her planning skills are excellent, and her meticulous work should have been recognized much earlier. But her brilliance was overshadowed by a terrible person trying to undermine her. Well, that person is getting fired. Ashley, who claimed to be Michelle's best friend while trying to steal her ideas and become a full-time employee. You are fired.
What? Why? My contract renewal is coming up.
Do you really think you can stay after causing such a mess with your affair? It's bad enough that you were having an affair, but you used company resources for it. People like that would normally be fired, but we managed to arrange a transfer for David this time. As for contractors, there's no reason to keep you.
No way. If my relationship with David is the problem, I'll break up with him. He was the one who pursued me. I even tried to resist, but he forced himself on me. Even the baby, it was all David.
Hey, don't say weird things. Don't mess with me.
You don't love David? You just wanted what Michelle had, right?
What?
You've always been like this. Actually, I went to the same high school as you and Michelle. I thought you were good friends, but because of the rumors you spread, Michelle lost her friends and was bullied. I was against you joining the company, but you charmed the manager and human resources director with your act. You stole Michelle's ideas and convinced the manager to reject her proposals.
That's...
Hearing this, I felt devastated. I couldn't believe all the hard work I put into my projects was undone because of Ashley.
I was already furious with your actions, but stealing happiness from my beloved Michelle and mocking her is something I truly can't forgive.
I was shocked. Did he just say beloved?
You're just a manager, there's no way you have that kind of authority. What is this?
I'm the president's son, and I'm set to take over the company next year. When I told my father, the president, about this situation, he was furious. My father, the president, despises dishonesty and supported my proposal. So yes, I do have the authority.
Ashley's expression changed.
You're the president's son? Then you do have authority. By the way, you've always been handsome, Kevin, and I think you might be my type.
She clung to his arm as she spoke, but Kevin's expression remained stern.
Could you please not touch me? I have no interest in a promiscuous woman like you. Don't lump me in with the idiots you usually deal with.
Ashley was furious like a monkey. Then David clung to my arm.
Hey, I was wrong. I've broken up with her. You heard her, right? Ashley said she'd break up with me. So let's get back together. The wedding, as I mentioned before, hasn't been canceled yet. So we can still go ahead with it. Michelle, you're thinner than Ashley, so the dress will fit you perfectly. Sooner is better, right?
He started talking to himself. Give me a break. I'm not marrying you. And there's something else I need to tell you both. Ashley, you're pregnant, right? And it's David's child.
That's right.
Is that so? But David is infertile.
What?
From the recent bridal checkup, David thought I was infertile. But those results were actually yours. You assumed infertility meant it had to be a woman. But you're wrong. David is the one who's infertile. He can't father children. So if you're pregnant, it's not his child. What do you have to say to that?
That's...
Ashley suddenly started fake crying.
Ever since Michelle heard that David and I were getting married, she's been harassing me. The stress caused me to miscarry. I understand her feelings, but she didn't have to go that far.
You can't lose something you never had. If you miscarried, it was someone else's child. And David, who you worked so hard to get, is drowning in debt.
What?
David has always been into gambling, and he owes me a lot of money. I wasn't going to ask for alimony, but I will demand repayment through my lawyer. Good thing I had him sign a loan book.
What are you talking about? David, do you have debts?
Just a little.
How much?
It's $100,000. I thought it would be fine since I got promoted. but who could have imagined I'd get demoted?
I don't care. How much do you owe Michelle?
I owe Michelle $20,000.
$20,000? You're kidding. What were you planning to do about the wedding costs?
My mom said she'd cover it, and she promised to buy us a house once we got married. I figured we could sell the house to pay off the debt and then escape out of state after the wedding.
Unbelievable.
Kevin and I were completely dumbfounded. The two of them kept arguing after that.
Because of you, I got fired. What are you going to do about it?
I don't know. Maybe it's because you have a complex about Michelle. You can't make friends without bad-mouthing her. You lost friends at work because no one believed your lies about Michelle. Men are easy for you to manipulate, but women don't like you. You're jealous because Michelle is liked by women, right? But that's because of your personality.
Shut up. You were the one who liked me.
I didn't actually like you. I just wanted the money from my mom. I was willing to marry anyone for it. I've been with Michelle for years, and my debt was getting out of hand, so I thought I'd marry her. But when you said you were pregnant, I had no choice but to marry you. That was the only reason.
What did you say?
All right, that's enough. You two can argue all you want, but make sure to pay back the debt. I said I wouldn't ask for alimony from David, but Ashley, you're different. I'm going to demand alimony from you.
No way. I don't have that kind of money. Michelle, we're best friends, right? I said those horrible things because I was scared of losing you. You're my only friend, and I'm yours.
Maybe I did rely on you a lot in the past. But after being betrayed by you, I saw things clearly. I won't trust you anymore. Your words might have affected me before, but now I have other people I can rely on. You probably think that begging me will work this time too, just like before. But sorry, this time it's not going to happen. Ashley, you're fired, and David, you're being transferred. I'm glad I won't have to see either of you again. I walked away with Kevin. That evening, Kevin came to my apartment.
I blurted it out earlier today, but I want to say it properly. Michelle, I have loved you since high school. When you joined the company, I thought it was fate. But you were with David and engaged, so I thought I had to let you go. But now I've been given a chance, and I can't stand by quietly anymore. Please be with me.
In the past, I would have never considered dating someone as intimidating as Kevin, but now he feels like a reliable presence, and I can feel his love. Yes, I will. Kevin hugged me tightly. We started dating and had a wonderful time together. Then David and Ashley showed up in front of my apartment, seemingly following me.
Why are you two living in such a nice apartment? And you were holding hands. Were you cheating?
No, we started dating a week ago after I broke off the engagement with you. Kevin helped me a lot, and I naturally fell for him. Don't compare us to someone like you who cheats.
This is ridiculous. Why do you get to be happy? You live in a great place, have a boyfriend who's going to be president, and you're getting promoted while I'm stuck with a transfer and a lying, worthless woman who faked a pregnancy. It's not fair.
That's not my problem. These are the consequences of your choices.
Don't mess with me. Even my mom kept saying Michelle was better. When I told her Ashley was better because she has parents, she got mad and said, "What's so great about this woman? It's awful." She said she won't buy us a house if I marry Ashley.
Exactly. So we have a proposal for you. Kevin and I will get married, and Michelle, you should marry David. That way, all the problems will be solved. David gets a house, and he can repay his debt to you, Michelle. We'll all be happy. I'll be the future president's wife and you'll get a house. It's perfect, right?
You two are unbelievably selfish. There's no way that's happening. I love Kevin. I had issues with David, but I stayed because he threatened me when I tried to leave. Now I'm glad we're done.
Don't act so high and mighty, Michelle. You can't live without me. You'll never be happy without me.
I wasn't happy because of you. Please, just stay out of my life.
Michelle, I love you. Please, I beg you.
Enough. It's over. As I was dealing with this alone, Kevin approached with a very stern look on his face.
Can you stop? I'm already with Michelle, and I'm not letting her go. If you keep causing trouble, I'll make sure you're fired instead of just transferred. Do you want to keep making a scene? I can call the president right now and have you fired.
Please, no. Anything but that.
And Ashley, I don't know why you think I'd marry you, but I absolutely won't. I can't stand people like you.
Why does Michelle get everything?
If you don't leave, I'll call the police.
With that, they quickly left. It was truly ridiculous. Ashley did get fired. She tried to sleep with the human resources director and various managers to avoid being fired. But when the president stepped in and said he'd fire the managers too, Ashley was quickly abandoned. Of course, that makes sense. David, despite his transfer to a remote town with no entertainment, couldn't handle it and resigned. His parents were disappointed in him and wouldn't lend him money. Chased by debt collectors, David and Ashley now work night jobs to survive. Ashley showed up in front of Kevin a few times, trying to say things to turn him against me. But Kevin didn't believe her. She even had the police called on her once. David and Ashley are still together, but they can't have children and are now trying to find new partners on dating apps. It's pathetic. Kevin and I are still very much in love. He proposed recently, and now we live together. I feel incredibly happy thinking about spending my life with someone as perfect as Kevin. Given that Kevin is the future president of a major company, our engagement was covered in the newspapers, which prompted Ashley to reach out.
Why does only Michelle get to be happy? It's not fair.
People who can't wish happiness for others will never find it themselves. Will I finally be able to find happiness this time? I believe that with Kevin, I can finally be truly happy. I am certain of